Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Anyways, the market's about to open up here in 8 minutes. Very interesting night we had last night. We got this little candle pump right at midnight, and we just freaking like boner candle to the moon, 100 points, and then we sold off right here, literally insane. We just sold off. I was actually in it. I traded a little bit during this time, but today is FOMC as well. So this morning's going to be a little bit funky. Right, just have to make sure the mic was working. So interesting. I mean, we still have a gap that is yet to be filled. So let's go ahead and go in 30 minutes and go check it out. So up here it's about 130 or something to be filled. Just the gap alone itself. Obviously we're coming up to this level, so the question is, are we gonna fill this pre-FOMC, or is it gonna tank and then we're gonna fill it during FOMC meeting? So that's gonna be one of the big questions going today. But for right now, we're in overall bearish trend, obviously. So I don't know. I mean, just make our money. I am going to be trading FOMC as well. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming that yet, but I have decided to just stream this morning. Kind of get something going. I've already made money on my two other accounts as well. Make sure Nasdaq. So this is my third one. I unfortunately blew two accounts yesterday. One that was actually at a payout, could have secured maybe a $700 payout, but I didn't because I wanted to try to get it to 2,000. Sure enough, blew it like a moron. But that's not okay. I'm not gonna say it's okay. Right now, we're just gonna have to make do with what we've got on these three. I might try to get some combines going too. Try to get back to 5 full funded accounts. Six minutes away from open. Kind of just hanging out. I'm gonna size down a little bit too. I'm just gonna, as much as I hate doing it, I'm probably just gonna trade one contract. Try to get some buffer at least. Build something for FOMC. So I'm gonna move this down. I'm just gonna take some pretty quick scalps. I'll try to get in. The market's going a little bit, getting a little bit active here. We are 5 minutes away from open. I mean, there are really no key levels. We're at a high, so what are we looking here? So we came up to this level with the first bounce before the gap. So the gap's right here. You can't see it because I have my VWAP there, but a little bit of issue here. If this doesn't get filled today, if OMC doesn't fill today, it's gonna be one nasty fill if it just tanks, which I wouldn't be mad. It's just trying to catch that day, but I think we do get it filled today. If not during this morning session, then more than likely during FOMC. Probably the meeting, not the minutes. So I am in Central Time, so the minutes come out at 1 my time, and then 1:30 is when the meeting starts for me. So it's going to be pretty interesting as well, because we have a new president in the House, Donald Trump Jr. So the market could, it's going to be, I guess, going to be interesting for this first one. 1 minute away from open, and we're tanking. It's a 25-point move. We're getting some volatility here, baby. Ladies and gentlemen. Two things that are gonna happen. We're either gonna trend or we're gonna chop. Now the morning session of FOMC usually chops. So I'm kind of leaning more towards the chop. But the chop could be a huge range. We could come back down to 60, bounce right back to 80, and then we just hover in between these, like this range right here, before something happens. Either way, the goal for right now is just to get some funds, get some buffer built for FOMC. There we go. We are, wow, my computer decided just to do the little thing. We are officially live. I mean, open. The market is open. Ding, 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 ding. So hands off a little bit. See where the market wants to go. How does the market want to react? Are we going to go back to the highs up here at 80 before we tank back down? Or are we going to sell? So one key level is if we do break 60 here, I think we go down to 40. But then really the level that it would bounce off would be down here at 20. So if 60 breaks, good chance we go see 20. If 520 doesn't hold, then we come down. That's going to be a huge flush all the way down to 400-ish level. But with how the market's been moving, we've just been really bouncing up. Yesterday was a pretty good range day. I definitely got killed yesterday. I was up 1200 on one account, and it was a brand new account too that I got funded, and instead of taking it, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try to make more. Sure enough, it was not more. I gave up more. I didn't make more, but I gave up more. So we're just heading straight down here. Still in an overall bearish trend that's going. Rejected off of VWAP. So if we come back up, if we pull back, is it going to form a bear flag, and we get the continuation down? The 20 down here. We're only 2 minutes into it. Let's not get too anxious here. Here we go. We are still continuing to sell. What's going to happen here? We're going to bounce up at 40. Will that pull back? ES hasn't made new lows on the day yet. Nasdaq has. Very interesting turn of events. I'm gonna go ahead and take one buy here. Get this kind of pull back just a little bit. I don't know if we're gonna come up to 600, but I'll take $200 if it wants to bounce up here. Just risking 300, so very small risk normally to what I normally risk, which is typically about 600 with 2 contracts, but I decided why not just go a little bit lower, especially during FOMC morning. So we'll just have to see if I get filled out here or I get stopped out. Oh, come on, just give it to me. Don't be like that. Well, literally comes like a tick away. I'm not gonna be a dick for a tick. That didn't take me out, so I'm gonna close out that position. This is so frustrating. This has been my life for the past couple of days, where I literally get one tick. It comes a tick away from my take profit, and instead of taking profit, it just stops me out. Well, I manually exited that, but still frustrating. He still hasn't made new highs yet. Gonna be very interesting. We have a new candle opening up here in about a minute. ES hasn't made new lows. Nasdaq has made it. Is ES gonna hold on here, and we're gonna rock it back up, do a fall reversal? Is that what's gonna happen? We bounce up this level 40. Does the market want to go down to 20? Maybe depending, I think, on what ES wants to do as well. So I was looking to see if I could just get a pop back up and I can get filled in very quick, but unfortunately that was not the case. I'm glad I exited early there. So minimizing my loss. We're in ES coming down as well, so both are moving in congruence. That same buy here. And stop that. Oh, let me move my. Let me turn that down. Sorry, y'all. So we are now coming down to 20s. ES finally made new lows in the day. Oh. I'll tell you what. Oh, you know what? I didn't even have ES pulled up. I had Nasdaq on the other side. I was like, no wonder why they're moving congruence. So we're getting ES to pull up. There we go. And down to 20. Surprised it hasn't really taken that level. So ES has not made new lows. I'm sorry. My second screen decided to play a little game on me and switched to Nasdaq as well. So on my second screen that I'm looking at, I don't have it pulled up, but on my second monitor, ES has not made new lows. So it came right to the lows, but it bounced off of it, forming a double bottom. Not getting much. Are we gonna have a 9 o'clock reverse? Oh, whoa, what is this? What a move. We're just selling. So we broke through this level. Are we gonna come down here to 400 now? Is that you know, what's gonna happen? What a nasty sell. ES finally made new lows on the day. We're coming down now. But we're gonna actually just head down south for the whole day. Is that what's gonna happen here? Is that what's happening? Nasdaq? Another one? What's happening? ES broke lows, but now it's coming back into the range they broke out of. Ugh, not the best, to be honest. We shall see. We get a bear flag to form and continue the downtrend. It's about 100 points if we are going to be breaking down. It's just hard to be confident in trade with how the market's been moving, I'll be honest. The way I trade has been, I've been kind of struggling. It hasn't really been playing out, obviously, because we've just been chopping, so that's like, what do we do here? You would think you would go with the trend, right? But we've just been chopping all day. I think if OMC affects it heavily much, so after this week we should get some trendy days. It would be nice. And now volume has just said, screw you guys, we're not gonna do jack. I really hope this isn't just a slow grind to down to 400. That doesn't really give an opportunity to enter. Because if it's just long grinding down, you never know, right? I mean, obviously, like it does this kind of crap. Like, oh, let me wait for a pullback. Let me wait for a pullback. Oh, finally a pullback. Let me get in, hold out. And then it just craps on you. I think we have some news, some small news or something. ES is done at the low, so what's going on here? So currently I'm up 133. So where balance is at currently. Is I wondering. Oop. Create some resistance here, so I think if the market wants to continue going down, it comes up here, takes out the bulls, squeezes some of them in, and then it hits back down lower. Or it could just full on rocket back up, but you know what, we're in downtrend, so let's see if we can get this short entry right here. I'm just going for a quick scalp. I get tagged in here, but I definitely want to set my entry above to where if it just want to get some liquidity, once it come up here, takes out some of the balls for a fake breakout, tags me in, and then we kind of go back down a little bit. So I'm in the short here, see if this plays out, see if we do hold this bearish trend, see if this is just a fake out. Just entering light with one contract, minimize my risk. Looking like I might get stopped out here. Looks like I fell for the fake. I fell for the maybe the false trend, who knows. Got a new candle open up here in about a minute or so. Good, that's what I want to see. Leave a wick. Let's close down here. We get the next candle to print here in about 10 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. It might come back down here, but like I said, I'm just gonna scalp it. I have my $600 take profit there in case the market just wants to come back down and give me profit. If it wants to come down right away, then I'm gonna have my take profit at a point would be good. But I'm glad I took profit. Just taking that quick scalp, like I said. Just trying to build some cushion for FOMC. Might get another opportunity to go back short in here. Wants to come back out. Big wick, so maybe the market wants to continue heading down south. come back up and squeeze in some more bulls. Playing pretty aggressive right now. This is a funded account that I am trading, so if I don't get filled in here, it's alright. I'll just cancel it. I just don't want to see ES4 get back up. That would not be enjoyable. Yep. So it doesn't seem like I'm getting filled out. So I'm not gonna mark it in right there. I'm gonna go ahead and just exit that. Looks like the downtrend, the bearish trend is staying active, staying true. So the plan was right to go short here. Luckily I had $300 in stop. That was a bit too close for comfort, to be honest. But I'm glad it fell back down, so I think we do continue this downtrend. But are we really going to drop 100 points? I mean, the market has been doing that, so it's very doable. It's very possible that that could happen. Doesn't seem like the bulls are wanting to give up either. So we have a new candle open up here in about in 30 seconds. But we're just getting these wicks. Like the bulls are trying to come through, but they're not having enough strength. Looks like they're okay now. Now they're coming here. Are the bulls back in town? Or is this just a last hurrah? Check ES is closed at the highest too, so the bulls don't want to give up, which makes sense. But I think if we do head down, it would be even better just trade during FOMC. Because let's say that if we do just head on down, it's going to be crazy gap fill. I wouldn't be mad at that. I would not be mad at that at all. We got 9 o'clock coming up. Can't remember if we have a news or not. Probably should go ahead and check for that actually. We have the Atlanta Fed GDP. That's at 9:30. We have crude oil inventories. Oh, okay. So at F45, we have the Canadian news, BOC interest decision. Oh boy, we're coming back down. 20 points. Wouldn't have been bad. All right, top of the hour, 30 minutes into the open. ES is not at the lows, so I think it's gonna take Nasdaq up with it. ES kind of got that V-shaped reversal kind of going. We've been having a lot of like 9 a.m. reversals. Like the top of the hour, first 30 minutes, we reverse like within that time frame. Cause look at this, so just freaking, ugh. I don't even want to look at that. Oh, little false bravado by the bulls. They're not giving up. The bulls don't want to give it up. This is, I'm just like, I don't know. It's tough to kind of get in right now. What's our buddy ES doing? ES is still kind of going for the highs. So we just opened up this candle. We still have another 2 minutes to go. So let's try to be patient, I guess. Maybe they come back up here to 566. Or have another projection to the downside. Either way, the bulls are definitely here. They're not playing right now. The bulls are back in town. No, they're not back in town. They just gave it all up. One thing's for sure, we have volatility, ladies and gentlemen. Down 20 points. Coming to the 30 points now. Let's see what these other YouTubers are doing that are streaming. Let's see how they are doing. Right, not much is happening. So ES is actually breaking out of the ranges from back, so it broke new lows and now it's at the top. So does that mean that Nasdaq is gonna fall, or are we gonna come back up to 620? And the bull is just gonna take control here, which would make sense because this level here is where we bounced off. So like I said a little bit ago, if we were gonna break through this and we were gonna keep going down, that's another 100 points to the downside, which I'm gonna be mad if it wants to come down to 400 and then during FOMC we move all the way back up here. That would be 21 3 500 points. But I wouldn't be mad if I got 500 points. Would not be mad at all. But now we just wait. We're slowing back down again. I think I might just call this stream here. I'm gonna hang out a little bit longer, but I might just call this stream here and maybe come back during FOMC or something. Currently up 500 on this for the day, so I'm building somewhat of a buffer. Somewhat. Yo, Dominic, good. It's morning for me, so good morning, but I think it's afternoon for you. Good afternoon. Going pretty good. Uh, got pretty aggressive today actually. This morning, just a little bit ago, I took some pretty dumb trades, but I was just aggressively scalping. Going good. So far, so good on here. I'm kind of just hanging out right now, just because we're not really getting much movement. We had a big sell-off right at the open, and we're only 40 minutes into the market, so we're kind of just stalling now. I'm kind of just looking to see what's gonna happen. I'm just trying to play some quick scalps. Take a short here, and we're just gonna go for like quick scalps. Just kind of getting in and out. I'm trying to build some buffer just for FOMC, which is here in the hours for me. Do we get a move? I'm not liking that. We're just stalling. So what do I take? What to take profit? But I don't like it. Right now I'm just kind of aggressively scalping. Yeah. Well, would have gotten profit there, but it's just right now it's just tough. Cause like we're at the FOMC, like we're in the morning session of FOMC, at least on my end. So it's like normally it chops. Well, had the right plan and got shooken out like a little chicken. Anyways, that happens. But well, I dropped 50 points, give or take. Jeez. Tough morning though. Are we gonna chop? Are we gonna go down? We still have this gap over here that's not been filled. It doesn't seem like we're gonna fill that pre FOMC. So I think during FOMC, theoretically could fill it. Now if it doesn't, it's not gonna be anywhere good. Because if the market just tanks down during FOMC, then there will be a day where we're gonna fill that, and it's just gonna be a one nasty fill. Yeah, actually, I'm there with you too. I took some trades pre-market. We're just chopping heavy now. It's like, what's going on here? Yeah, besides making money from FOMC, just like curiosity side for myself, I just want to see how it moves. Obviously, new U.S. president, so I know that Trump doesn't like our boy Jerome Powell, so I wonder what's gonna happen. Look at that, and it came down and it came right back up. We're in a chop sesh right now. This is tough. I think the right move would be to walk away and just come back during FOMC. I think I might stream again during FOMC. Give my eyes a little bit of a break. Yeah, for real. I'll see Dominic. I think I might turn on too around. I might stream again, depending on how I feel, I guess. But Other than that, if I don't stream again during FOMC, I will see you maybe next week, because I don't know if I'll have time to stream again for the rest of the week. So maybe next week. But as always, Dominic, appreciate you tuning in, and you have a good afternoon.